The most impressive thing to me about Bob Hart's Abishola is that despite the fact that this show has a lot of main characters, it was able to do it in a way that balances them all out very well. If you're not aware, this show actually has 11 people who are main characters, at least in the first, couple of seasons. This is like a lot more than many sitcoms, have. You compare it to other Chuck Lorre sitcoms, they usually have just like a handful. But this one has a lot. Now, with this show, Bob and Abishola are, like the title would suggest, basically co-leads. You can say that Bob is a little bit more of an important character, but the show is very much about both of their lives, and the main characters are people who are big parts of both of their lives, friends, family, and coworkers. And with a lot of shows, this is the kind of thing that either where there can be a little bit too much going on and they can just, get overcrowded, or it gets to this point where, certain, gets stretched too thin and certain characters start getting shafted. And from what I understand, I think that is an issue that comes up later in the series. I haven't gotten to it yet. But when you look at the earlier seasons, everybody here is pretty much able to get a lot of screen time, a lot to do, a lot of funny jokes, and just a lot of dialogue in general. I think out of all the main characters, Kofo and Goodwin are probably the two who are the least important. They seem like characters maybe who were late additions, people who were just thrown in there maybe for to add a little bit of extra, Nigerian diversity, which I understand because it's an important part of the show. It's really what the whole show is about in a sense. But even with these characters, they still get to appear in the majority of episodes, not all of them, but that's true for, a few of the main characters. And when they're in the episodes, they usually get a fair amount of screen time, and they always get things to do that are relevant to the plot and are interesting. Pretty much all the main characters feel like real three-dimensional people with their own personality traits, characteristics, flaws, little funny quirks and stuff, while also, all of them getting the opportunity to be funny.